Good evening, everyone. My name is Mohammed Igal. I'm the mayor of city of SeaTac. I want to start by thanking our council members, our dedicated staff, and the residents who make this community so special place to live. I'm grateful for the chance to stand before you tonight. This year, our theme is stewardship. I thought about a lot about stewardship, what that means. And it is hard. It is about care. Care for our environment, for sharing space that bring us together, and the most of all, care to one another. The work we do as a city touches many systems and services. But every action we take reflects on these three values: the environment, our community spaces, and each other. Really, this reflects me, my value as an individual, as a social worker. Tonight, let us take a look back at what we have done together 2024 and where we are going next. Number one, stewardship of the environment. Let's begin with how we cared for our environment in 2024. Parks and recreation played a key role in both safety and sustainability. We provided public safety education and maintained fully staffed lifeguard program at Angle Lakes. This effort made recreation safer, keep our water is cleaner, and ensured continued access for our residents. We also hired urban forester, first for our city. Thanks to this expertise, we were able to apply for and secure 100,000 grant funding for restoration work in our parks. Public work have advanced sustainability in how we move through our city. This year, we adopted a new transportation master plan that is centered on equity and environmental responsibility. It highlights better transit access, safer walking and biking options, and smarter transportation demand management. Our community economic development team looked ahead with the adoption of efficient SeaTac 2044, not 2024, 2044, a long-term road plan that balances thoughtful growth with strong environmental value. Efficient SeaTac 2044 is the recent recipient of the 2025 Award of Outstanding Contribution to the Planning Professionals. Their peers recognized their work nationwide. This plan lays the groundwork for updating our environmental critical area regulations and shoreline master plan, and it guides our environmental review process for new developments. Any new developments that come to city of SeaTac have to abide within that regulations. Let's look ahead to our 2025-2026 environmental goals. As we look to the future, our commitment to environment stewardship remains strong, and here it's what's on the horizon. Public work will continue when it is essential work to protect our waterways. We have adopted a new surface water management plan. That plan helps keep our streams clean and healthy, while also updating our aging infrastructure. Our community and economic development team will focus on environmental safeguard as the city grows. We are updating our environmentally critical area regulations to better reflect today's challenge. CED will also continue to ensure that private development complies environmental protections and support responsible growth and strategic property acquisition and disposition. Parks and recreationists will break ground on new Demonis Creek trailhead. The current trailhead poses risks. It's too close to the mainstream. It increases the chance of pollution, and it poses possible safety hazard for people walking and biking. This new trailhead will fix those issues and offer so much more. It will have picnic shelter, permanent restrooms, water bottle filling stations, and public Wi-Fi, which means people can enjoy it while they are exercising and walking around. It will also include a multi-use path that connects the existing trail and bring something truly special. The first inclusive playground in our park system. That's the first one in the history of the city of SeaTac. But it will offer parking for 88 cars and improving access for all. This will bring my second agenda that I would like to share with you. Stewardship to community spaces. In 2024, we invested in services and spaces and systems that help our community thrive. Everything we done 2024, we had those things in mind. How it will affect people, how to make their lives easier, and how easier and happier. We completed farmers pilot project in partnership with African Community Housing Development. I can see the executive director down there, Hamdi. That project helps bring fresh food and culture into our neighborhood. We also continued childcare startup initiative. SeaTac has more childcare per square feet or per capita in another city in Washington State. And that was intentionally, because when the people are going back to work after the COVID, they have to leave the children, they have to have someone to take care of their children, so they need it, and childcare is very expensive. Basically, it's second mortgage, by the way, yes. We also continue childcare startup initiative, which helps residents gain the training they need to open and manage successful childcare businesses. We also launched Small Business Capital Access Program, a free resources in partnership with Business Impact Northwest. This program will connect small businesses to funding and expertise to support them. Public Work secured nearly $5 million in federal grant funding for road improvement and responded to 94 public service requests within just 2 business days. 94, 2 days. We also signed 10 years waste management contract with Recology, improving our waste management system and long-term sustainability. Park and Recreation installed lighting at the BMX tracks down here. The light extends hours of safe recreation and makes the track more accessible for community to use it. I will encourage you to visit down there. It's really amazing. Information Systems and Finances launches a new grant administration program designed to help us proactively identify and apply for funding opportunity. That program helped us to secure $9.6 million in grants this year. That's 2025. Funding that directly support improvement to our parks and transportation systems. And our fire department made major investment in public safety. We purchased a new fire engine, initiated a land purchase for the future fire station, and added to Alif our 8 car to better support training and emergency response. We also replaced the aging fire engine at the Station 45 with brand new BRC model, keeping our equipment's response capabilities up to date. Looking ahead in 2025, 2026, goal is for the community spaces. In the coming years, we are building on momentum with big plan to strengthen how our community connect, moves, and grow. One of our most exciting efforts is launching the planning for a new civic campus, a long-term vision supported by multiple departments that will reimagine how the city serves residents. The 30 days facility we have, it's not suited any longer. So we have to change it with the time. The city manager office is also taking steps to improve how we connect with the community. Our current website is outdated and hard to use. So we are creating a new one with direct input from the people who use it. We are redesigning, our community outreach strategy has been meeting residents where they are, collaborating with trusted community partners to build strong relationship and create more inclusive engagement opportunities. Public work will continue improving how people move through our city. We will begin work on the airport station areas walkway improvement, making our transit hub safer and easier to use. We are also developing new city road standard to ensure high quality design and safety for the future development. We will open the SR 509 stage 1B to traffic. That 509 SR was started 1971. That's 50 plus years ago. I'm very grateful to be part of it. Improve regional mobilities, and we will launch a new signage program across our parks and public spaces. This sign will be more readable and provide helpful information to residents and the visitors alike. We get a lot of visitors because we are an airport city. Our park department is making key upgrades at Angle Lake Park. We are replacing the finishing pier and road boat ramp and adding new ADA accessible ramp. That will bring the last one of the three stewardship that I started my speech. That was the each other. Now, I would be talking about the stewardship of each other. Stewardship is most powerful when it's personal, when it shows up for each other's time of need. In 2024, we made meaningful investment in caring for our neighbors. Our human service team led the city response to support the asylum seekers through the Washington Immigrant Asylum Seekers Support Program, WAMAS. We launched our city's first emergency shelter response for asylum seekers and coordinated housing placement, meals, hygiene supplies, transportation for over 100 individuals and families in crisis. Most importantly, we built a cross-jurisdictional network of support, working hand in hand with the state, local service providers to respond with compassion and care. We also expanded our annual SeaTac housing forum. Thank you, Council Member Ngusi, who led that effort, which connected residents directly to housing resources, from rental assistance to and home ownership programs to legal supports. And we scaled up for minor home repair program by adding more contractors. This allows us to shorten the waiting list. The waiting list was not that much, actually, but it will be shorter now. Work with more small, minority, and locally owned businesses, and make more home modification possible through strategic use of city funding. Our police department made major strides in community safety and engagement. We added 2 new K9 units and added 1 mental health professionals to our team. These changes improved our communities to both public safety and humane conflict resolution. We opened new police substation, which is actually in the middle of the city, and strengthened relationship with public through inclusive events like Coffee with the Cop and other activities. And with the council's approval, we introduced FLAG, a powerful investigative tool that uses technology to help increase leads, reduce crimes, and ultimately make our community safer. Now, what we will do in that 2025 and 2026. In the next 2 years, we are continuing to invest in what matters most, the people who live, who work, who visit SeaTac. Our police department will be growing in its team and expanding its communication efforts. We are adding 10 new police officers. Hopefully, people who live in this area, who reflect in this community, who speak the languages that public work is also playing a major role in preparing for global moment. As the 2026 FIFA World Cup approaches, we are getting SeaTac ready, not just to host visitors, but to shine. We want people who came here to go back to Paraguay and Uruguay and Morocco and Nigeria and say, I visit SeaTac. It's beautiful. When you get up in the morning, you can see Mount Rainier with a sky. A special announcement. North SeaTac Park stewardship and commitment for the future. Colleagues, friends, value partners, I am proud to report that here in SeaTac, the state of our city is strong. But having great strength is less important than what we do with that strength. The city is excited to make surprise announcement related to an important community asset, North SeaTac Park, where we are today. North SeaTac Park represents not just a beautiful space, but very essence of environmental justice for our community. Members of our community, most of you are here, began moving to this space over your parents, not you, but grandparents actually. Members of our community began moving to this place over 80 years ago as the airport was being constructed. Our community relationship with the port has always been complicated. The airport brings us jobs, it brings us visitors, and it brings us opportunity. But also it brings less desirable impacts, noise, pollution, and health disparities. I saw Blaise saying that the child who born SeaTac has 5 years less life expectancy than the one who born in Creekland and other parts of the country. But this community has found space that helps mitigate these impacts. We have here 214 acres that can help our residents to enjoy life and exercise. Let's listen to some of the ways our community uses North SeaTac Park.
I've been a SeaTac resident for many, many years, and several things that I have enjoyed about North SeaTac Park is meeting friends for softball games, running with my daughter through the park, cycling through the park, and the beauty of the SeaTac Highline Botanical Garden.
We have mountain bike programming, radio controlled cars. Um, we have a BMX track. There's just a lot of, I guess I'll call it alternative recreation, in those activities that I think is just a real asset to SeaTac.
North SeaTac Park has been a home away from home for me for the last 22 years. My earliest memories in my life are from spending countless hours at the BMX track. I first raced there in 2003 and I am still racing there today. So many memories and friendships have been built there. This park has given me so much and I am excited to see it continue to grow within the community.
I'd like to share with you the story of the senior volunteers that weekly maintain the sensory garden just off the community center senior entrance. They work diligently every week to make it a beautiful and lovely place for the visitors and the staff at the community center.
And it's showing again the vibrancy and the unique experiences that North SeaTac Park have to offer. And so it's good to see families out, taking full advantage of that particular resource in that park and what it has to offer. So that's my experience with North SeaTac Park.
It's a great spot for community to gather, for community to recreate, and for outside community even to be able to experience something different within an airport community.
Like North SeaTac Park because I have the big swing, and then sometimes I will ride my brother bike and flying kites, playing with my sister, and I have a big field to play soccer with it and volleyball, and I will play basketball sometimes, so yeah.
North SeaTac Park is important to me because I used to play in those playgrounds and now I get to take my son there.
For years, our community has taken the amenity as a sure things. But behind the scene, conversations have occurred in which some have questioned whether this beautiful space should be converted to more industrial use in support of expanding of the airport. Can you imagine that? Trees that have nurtured and protected us cut to the ground? Trails where families have walked, leveled, and paved? Can you imagine that? Not only would these beautiful spaces be lost, but so would the relief these spaces bring us to our shared quality of life. Without the green space offered by North SeaTac Park, temperature of our city will rise. The air quality for our children would worsen. The health impact for all of us, for our children, and for the generations to come will be threatened. Members of our community have told us that they don't want to see this to happen. They don't want it. They don't want to have it at all. Unfortunately, we believe that this moment, the elected commissioners of the Board of Seattle don't want to see that to happen either. Because we know them, we work with them in many places. The Board of Commissioners have pledged that they are committed to advancing a Teal New Deal. Teal New Deal. I didn't make that. Someone else make it. The chair commission have said that publicly. Teal New Deal. And building board for the future. One that is committed to sustainability. And we want sustainability here. So we are same page, basically. What they are saying publicly and what we are trying to do are the same. And we will see. And the board has taken tangible steps to show that they are willing to preserve North SeaTac Park for the future. To date, they have helped to preserve and uphold the value of the park for the community. The board has partnered with the city as we advocated for changes to federal law. Our new law allows the city to acquire North SeaTac Park once and for all. That happened in 2023, FAA regulation, reauthorization. And in 2024, the Board Commission directed their CEO to develop options to preserve North SeaTac Park in perpetuity as a parkland. Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that the City of SeaTac is prepared to deliver a plan that will allow the Board of Commissioners to fulfill their promises to the residents of the City of SeaTac and all people who live, work, and play in this region. That letter I will ask the city manager to convey to the Board of Seattle a letter of intent. As the mayor and representative of the council, I like to ask the city manager to convey to Board of Seattle a letter of intent. I will do that. Beautiful. Thank you. That letter pledges future investment toward park improvement, upgrades, and enhancement in exchange for board transferring title to the North SeaTac Park to the city. Now, my friend, neighbors, and colleagues, our work is not done. Tonight, we will convey, sorry, I'm a little bit ahead of myself. Tonight, we will convey a plan that will allow the Board of Commissioners to fulfill their promises to our shared community. In conclusion, 2024 was a year of quiet but meaningful progress. Sometimes progress doesn't come with headlights and ribbon cutting. It comes from steady work, thoughtful planning, and daily commitment of public servants and community members alike. In 2025 and 2026, we will continue to build with care, with promises, and with all of you. That means putting people first, listening closely, and planning boldly to the future we want to create together. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening to me, and let's do the job.